Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ethereal Enigma. You're watching Javelin Studio and my name is Javelin, and today we'll be going to the beach. It's the second part of the fourth episode. I've really been kind of busy lately because my semester is starting, so I'm sorry if I couldn't make the time to upload whatnot. Despite being the first, I have to manage between classes as well as recording, as well as editing, and etc. stuff. So I hope you guys can understand. And as well as I have to balance both contents. But well, currently, for now, I'm just gonna prioritize doing Ethereal Enigma content, and after that will be XCOM Chimera Squad has been on hiatus for quite some time. That will be next on the list, and after that would be I guess would be either Ace or Crystalline, because those two they're really they're kind of older games. If that's the only term I can describe them. Since they're older games, I would put them later in the later priority, because I'm not sure if people would actually watch it. But I do this because I like it. It's kind of a hobby, and and I also been playing some other games. Well, there are multiplayer games. I'm not sure how to make content out of it, because I kind of get pretty toxic in those games. Anyway, so without further ado, I'll just begin and start reading. I wake up bright and early the next morning, feeling refreshed and energized. There is no school, and very soon we'll be enjoying the sea breeze on the beach. I flip off my covers and jump out of bed. I better get ready so we can leave on time. After changing my clothes, I go downstairs and meet the girls in the kitchen. Morning.
Morning, cuz. Good morning.
Breakfast is laid out for us on the table with a note from Aunt Emiko and Uncle Hajime to enjoy the weekend. That was nice of them. I join Mina and Erilynn and dig into the food. It is delicious as usual. When we're done, we clean up and then grab our bags.
Ready to go?
Erilynn and I nod, we slip on our shoes and then leave the house. The morning air is crisp and cool, sending a slight shiver down my spine, but in a matter of minutes, the walk soon warms me up. The girls are both in high spirits as they chat about the beach.
I'm so excited! I can't wait until we get there!
Yes, I love the warmth and fun of the beach.
Yeah! I'm so curious about Kira's beach house. What do you think it'll be like?
So in my personal opinion, if there are options like this, I would always choose this one looks neutral, I guess. I always pick either the neutral one or the more positive one, but neither of these two are, well, you can't compare them as positive and negative, so we'll just choose the more neutral one. I should. Does it matter? We'll find out soon anyway.
Yeah, but it's still fun to think about.
Well, that's a weird way of me saying it, but okay. We soon see Kira's house just up the road. She waits for us outside and waves as we approach. Kosei grins beside her.
Hey guys!
Hey man.
Whoa, Kosei! I didn't think you'd get here before us.
I know, right? I was too excited to sleep, so for once I was awake early.
We're excited too! Hopefully you guys weren't waiting long.
No, you're right on time. The car will be here soon.
The car?
Yes, my parents arranged a ride for all of us.
Oh wow! That's so nice of them.
Kira merely smiles. As if on cue, a dark car parks in the driveway. We cluster around the vehicle and load up our bags. After we are settled in, the car starts and we drive off. I stare out of the window, watching the trees fly by. The hum of the engine relaxes me, lulling me into sleep, and I soon drift off. I'm shaken awake once the car stops. My friends and I exit the vehicle and then unload our bags. As the car drives off, we pause, looking at the beautiful house before us.
Welcome.
We follow Kira inside and take a look around. The interior is neatly decorated with tasteful artwork and furniture. The aesthetic reminds me of Kira's house. That must be the Igarashi style. Large windows let in the sunlight, giving the place a light, airy feel. Kira shows us around, and I'm awed by how big the house is. There's a bedroom available for each of us. This house is awesome!
What would you like to do now? Do you want to rest?
Mina fidgets in place.
No way! Let's go to the beach! It's the perfect time for it!
She pauses, looking sheepish.
I mean, assuming we aren't tired or anything.
After spending so long cramped in the car, I'd rather stretch my legs.
Yeah, let's take advantage of the sun.
I'm down to go to the beach.
Okay.
Once we're in agreement, we split off into our respective rooms to get changed. I settle in and put my stuff down. The bed looks soft and plush, and the whole room feels comfortable. Pulling out my swim trunks, I quickly get changed and then return to the living room. Kosei and the girls are already there, complimenting each other's swimsuits. He glances up as I approach. But first of all, before I continue, I just kind of wish that we can actually, see what the exterior of Kira's beach house looks like, as well as the room we are sleeping in. Well, yeah, they already did a fine job. The interior looks
good, my man.
Yeah. Well, from what Kosei is wearing, we know that. Well, if you guys been if you guys been following the series, Kosei wears this in episode 3, where in the hot springs. So yeah, I think you guys would know if what the girls would wear now, since we already saw what they were wearing in episode 3 in the hot springs. Thanks.
Everyone's swimsuits are nice, but none compare to how great I look in mine. The ladies are gonna be all over this.
He puffs out his chest and runs a hand through his hair.
All over what? This?
Mina scoffs and pokes Kosei in the ribs, causing him to yelp. She giggles.
Wow, so impressive.
Hey, that tickles!
If anything, us girls look the best in our swimsuits.
Erilynn nods.
Mina picked out this suit for me, so I'm confident I wear it well. She helped me with my suit too.
Mina fixes Kosei a smile.
See?
Unconvinced, he turns to me.
Who do you think looks the best?
Yeah, this is a multiple choice questions. Choice scenario, so I think I will make a separate video of this in the near future. But for now, we're going with Kira's route, so it's a no-brainer. We're just gonna say that Kira is the best one. Does no one else see how stylish Kira's swimsuit is? It hugs her perfectly and shows just the right amount of skin. Hands down, Kira looks the cutest here. She blinks in surprise.
Really?
Definitely.
It's true! Kira, you look so adorable!
Yeah, I don't mind losing to you. You look great.
Well, soft blush dust her cheeks as she smiles.
Yes, it's the perfect style for you. Thank you, Erilynn.
So are we all ready to go? The group nods, we gather up our towels and other beach accessories and then head out into the sun. Mina carries 2 bulky oversized bags. What's in there?
Oh, just stuff for the beach.
What kind of stuff?
You'll see.
She grins mysteriously. I wonder what she's up to. The sky is a clear blue, reflecting sparkles on the waves, and there isn't a cloud in the sky. I breathe in the salty air, feeling the gentle breeze cool my skin and ruffle my hair. What a beautiful day! It's a short walk to the open beach, and I soon see the sandy bank curve along the water. People lie out on the sand or splash in the ocean, their laughter ringing on the breeze. So I'm thinking, hold on, after securing a secluded spot, we spread out our towels. I think this is a reused background. I'm not sure from which one. I'm guessing kind of, I think, I forgot which one. Or maybe they used in both Ace Academy and Crystalline. I kind of forgot. So this scene, well, long story short, they are reusing backgrounds from their previous games, which I think, well, not to say it's bad, but sometimes, well, I'm not that sure how to explain, but in this case I think it's good. Well, reusing, well, they're keeping it as close to the franchise, and it also can allow the community to make up some theories that, well, maybe some of the worlds are connected between the games, or I don't know, but I think this scene they reused the scene from Ace Academy, or maybe Crystalline also has this same background, but I'm not that sure. But yeah, I kind of really need to go back and replay both the games to know if they reuse the backgrounds here. So yeah, we relax for a while, soaking up the warm rays. It's not too long before Kosei gets fidgety.
Hey guys, we should play a game or something.
What kind of game?
I know.
Mina leaps up from her towel and rummages in one of the oversized bags before calling out a small watermelon.
Let's play Sweet Kawari.
So that's what was in those bags.
Great idea! It's fun and delicious.
Erilynn looks confused.
What is this Sweet Kawari?
Yeah, I also is kind of wondering.
It's a game where you have to split the watermelon open. Each person will be blindfolded and spun around. Then they have to attempt to hit the watermelon.
Well, I think there's another term for it, but I'm not that sure because, yeah, I actually played another not another version. The same game. I think it's actually the same game, but in a different place. Well, other than the beach.
Oh, I see.
She glances at the bags.
I wondered why you had packed so many watermelons. This makes much more sense.
Yep. So what do you think? Wanna play?
Everyone glances at each other and nods, smiling excitedly. Well, Mina readies the first watermelon, setting it on a towel so it doesn't get dirty. She reaches for a bat and the blindfold and then holds them out.
Who wants to go first?
Erilynn confidently stands up.
I will.
Really? You don't want to watch someone else do it first?
There's no need. This game seems simple enough.
You haven't played it yet. How do you know it's easy? She smirks.
All anyone would have to do is remember where they were facing and then count the number of spins. If they can do that, then it'll be easy to orient themselves and they'll hit the watermelon each time.
Huh, that actually sounds pretty smart.
Of course it does. Now, I'm ready for my bat.
Mina slips the blindfold over Erilynn's eyes and hands her the bat. Then she spins Erilynn a few times before letting her go.
Okay, now hit it!
Smirking confidently, Erilynn holds the bat over her head and swings it right into the sand. She rips off the blindfold and stares dumbfounded at the very intact watermelon.
What? How is that possible?
Haha. Well, in the next, I think in the near future when I'm doing Erilynn's episode, I would choose this option, but I'm just gonna choose the jackass jerkface one. I burst out laughing, clutching at my sides. Oh wow, you weren't even close!
Quiet, you!
Her face turns bright red. Yeah, sorry, I'm not that well. I'm not very. Today I'm not kind of going to immerse myself fully into that laugh earlier, but I will try because yeah, it's kind of tired right now. I'm kind of tired right now because the semester starting. So that was just too funny. She regroups and throws back her hair.
That was just a practice round. Now that I know what I'm doing, I'm certain to hit it.
Kira sets her up and spins her around. Erilynn swings the bat back into the sand.
No!
She repositions herself and misses again. After her final miss, Erilynn rips off the blindfold. Her face is pursed into a fiery I can't even pronounce. Fiery determination as she grips the bat tightly in her hands. Marching up to the watermelon, she swings with all of her might and hits the fruit squarely in the center. It bursts open, exploding a shrapnel of pink pulp. With a satisfied sigh, Erilynn spins back around and faces us, wearing a sweet smile.
There. Simple.
Wow, she really did a number on that watermelon. Yeah, I wonder if someone would cheat on her. That will be a bad ending for the poor sap. And yeah, I actually played through this once, but yeah, I kind of hope that we can actually try playing this game. Then I think I was hoping that a mini game would pop up and like we can try attempt to split the watermelon or something. But well, not in this game, sadly. Doesn't count if you take off your blindfold.
The watermelon is split though. Is that not the point of the game?
Yeah, but
Then I have succeeded.
that's not. Jose puts a hand on my shoulder.
You're not gonna win this one, dude.
Yeah, it's probably best to let it go. Mina laughs nervously.
Good job, Erilynn. Alright, who wants to go next? How about you, Kira?
Okay.
We set up a fresh watermelon for Kira. After slipping on the blindfold, Mina spins her around.
Go!
Kira takes a few seconds to orient herself, then she swings the bat over her head and brings it down in one clean sweep. We hear the unmistakable crack of the bat hitting its mark, and the watermelon bursts open. Kira slides the blindfold down, blinking at the scene before her. For a second, nobody moves, and then Mina cheers.
Oh my gosh, Kira, that was amazing!
You busted that thing wide open!
But how?
Kira blushes deeply from the attention. She tucks a lock of hair behind her ear.
Actually, I took Erilynn's advice. I counted how many times Mina spun me and then used that to orient myself. She was right. It was really easy.
Erilynn blinks, and then breaks into a smug smile. She flips her hair back over her shoulder.
Well, of course. I'm usually correct about these things.
Well, going Kira's route, Kira's awesome. So we're gonna pick a side to like be more supportive to Kira. Well, if you're choosing Erilynn's route, obviously choosing this, and I don't know why you would choose this, but I guess if you're choosing Mina or Kosei's route, choose this. So we're gonna choose the first one. Kira, that was awesome. I don't think I could have gotten such an accurate split even if I tried. Kira's flush deepens.
I'm sure you could.
Well, maybe after I had a few test swings. Super impressive that you were able to do it on your first go.
All I did was follow the strategy. Anyone could do it if they tried.
Well, not anyone. My glaze. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a real word or not. Yeah, it's kind of late. And yeah, most people are already asleep at this time, but yeah, that's the reason why I'm not to immerse myself in the game, is because yeah, I don't want to be over immersed and yeah, wake people up, just like the laugh earlier. I'm trying not to wake people up, that's it. So my glaze, I think it's supposed to be gaze, but I think typo. Slides to Erilynn, who crosses her arms. Well, if this word is a correct word, I'll just mention.
At least we know the strategy works.
Well, Mina shivers in excitement.
I want to try the strategy too.
Sure, you can go next.
I'll help you get set up.
I'll go grab the bat.
Kira and Erilynn clean up the leftover watermelon and swap in a new one. As they do that, Kosei picks up the discarded bat and swaps it with a new one from the bag. I didn't know we packed more than one. He catches my gaze and grins, chuckling quietly. Then he puts a finger to his lips as he hands the bat to Mina. Yeah, he's gonna rig the bat. Oh man, I wonder what Kosei's planning. The girls slip the blindfold over Mina's eyes and then spin her. As they step back, Mina swings hard. To everyone's surprise, the bat breaks off the watermelon and bounces straight into Kosei's groin. He groans, doubling over and collapses into the sand. As I put two and two together, I double over with him as laughter explodes out of me.
What's going on? Did I hit it?
Sure you did! Mina excitedly pulls off the blindfold before looking puzzled at the stump of a bat with the stump of a bat and the intact watermelon.
What just happened?
Erilynn and Kira both seem equally confused. I catch my breath between peals of laughter. Kosei tried to prank you and it totally backfired.
Huh?
When you guys weren't looking, he swapped out the bat with a brittle one. When Mina hit the watermelon, it broke and ricocheted back at him. Mina crosses her arms as she watches Kosei roll on the ground.
Serves you right for trying to sabotage me.
Now I know what karma feels like, and it's not good.
Mina sighs.
Are you okay though?
Yeah, I just need a moment.
Kosei eventually peels himself off the ground and laments over the failure of his perfect prank. The girls laugh when they realize he's fine and hopes that he's learned his lesson. We eat and then clean up the watermelon, then we lounge around the beach. Mina and Kira strike up a casual game of volleyball while Erilynn cheers them on from the sidelines in the comfort of her chair. Kosei takes a dip in the ocean, and I split my time between swimming and cheering on the volleyball game. Well, yeah, back to my earlier point, I hope that, I kind of was hoping that a minigame would pop up when we're playing Sukawari, and yeah, we will attempt to try and break the watermelon, but well, sadly there isn't, but yeah. I'll just continue. We continue to hang out and relax, enjoying the seaside air. After a while, Erilynn and Kira, well, each split off to do their own thing. Maybe I can join one of them. Well, let's see what Kira's up to. Kira stands on the edge of the beach, letting the ocean wash over her feet. Her hair floats behind her in the breeze. Hey, Kira! She glances back at me.
Hi.
I stand next to her. The cool water splashes my feet, pulling it gently into the tide. It's really peaceful here. She nods.
My family has traveled to a few beaches. This one is my favorite.
I can see why. As I look around, I can see far across the shoreline where the rocks meet the sea. Seagulls fly high in the sky, calling their arrival. You've chosen a really nice spot. You can see everything from here.
Not quite.
Kira looks into the distance before turning back to me.
I know some place where the view is even better.
Where is it?
Follow me.
Okay. She steps back across the sand and I scramble after her. We head away from the shops on the boardwalk and deeper into the secluded area of the beach. Kira pauses in front of a rocky ledge and climbs it easily. Bracing myself, I climb up behind her and step into a cave opening. Our footsteps echo in the dark and damp tunnel, but it soon opens up into a cliffside with a high dive. My breath catches my throat as I look at the endless ocean swallowing the horizon. Well, I kind of was hoping there is a CG or background right around here of the the view from the cliffside, I guess. But sadly, yeah, there's so much things they could have added, but they didn't. But well, I think it's already good enough, but it can be better. That's what I think. So on the one side is the bustle of the boardwalk, an explosion of color and people. On the other side is the serenity of nature. Waves crash along the rocky shore, dissolving into sparkling droplets that mist in the light.
Now you can see everything.
Wow, it's breathtaking. Thanks for bringing me here. She nods, settling on the edge of the cliff. I sit down beside her and notice a little mark on one of the cave walls. Squinting, I make out the name, Kira. So I think the best option is to pick the third one. So let's just choose that. Return back to Kira. Did you carve your name into that wall? She nods, her cheeks dusting pink.
When I was younger, I used to come here whenever I felt upset.
Oh yeah, it is kind of a nice spot to be alone and think.
Seeing how big the world is helps put things into perspective.
Yeah, it makes you realize that there's so much more out there than just yourself.
It's been years since I've been back, but this was my safe space for when everything felt overwhelming.
Is that why you carved your name on the wall? She nods.
My father once told me that you have to claim what's yours before someone else has the chance to take it from you.
That sounds like something a businessman would say.
He was talking about patents, but I was too young to understand at the time. I thought he meant I had to write my name on everything that I wanted, so I did.
She looks away.
It seems silly now, doesn't it?
No, it makes sense. I feel a smile tug my lips as I glance at her. She hugs her knees into herself, looking delicate. I feel grateful that Kira's comfortable enough to share her safe space with me. The thought makes my heart feel full, and I want to show her that I understand. Well, I think I'm gonna choose either most likely I will choose the first one, but is it too early in the game? Well, let me do a quick save and let's find out. If it's wrong, I'll go back and choose the first one. So for now, we're gonna choose the second one. If I kinda like the response, I'll just move on. If not, I'll just reload and choose back the first one. Taking Kira's hand, I use a finger to write my name. She tenses at my touch.
What are you doing?
Claiming what I want before someone else does. She glances down at her hand.
But there's nothing there.
Oh, right. I didn't think that through. Her gaze shifts to me and I catch a small smile lift her lips. Then she gazes back out towards the ocean.
It's okay. I can still feel it.
I grin. We remain side by side, watching the light dip down towards the horizon. I feel a soft weight on my shoulder as Kira leans her head against me. I rest my head on hers as we watch the sun set the sky ablaze with orange and red clouds. Thanks for bringing me here, Kira. She nods, smiling softly. Once it begins to get dark, we decided to head back. After exiting the cave, we returned to the sandy shores. Yeah, I think I actually prefer the first one, I guess, but I think it's also fine if you choose the second one. But the third one is kind of nothing much. So we're gonna just choose the first one. I think I would not. I don't think I would be choosing the third one because the third one is kind of normal. I don't think there will be much of scene in there, unless if I'm wrong, I would show you off in the near future. But let's choose the first one. I scoot next to the wall and flick open a pocket knife, which I somehow happen to carry. Kira cranes her neck, watching me curiously. Carefully, I carve my name next to hers. Now it's a space that we share together. She blinks a couple of times before melting into a soft smile.
Right.
As I return to her side, she gazes out towards the ocean. Yeah, this part is the same. Okay, after exiting the cave, we return to the sandy shores. So Kira heads back to the group, but I spot Kosei standing by himself beside the ocean. He reaches for a flat stone and flicks it above the water just as I approach. It skips once, twice before plopping beneath the waves. Hey!
Hey man!
Following his lead, I palm a smooth flat stone and flick it over the water. We skip 2 beats before falling in.
Not bad!
Thanks! Kosei tosses another stone, watching it blink 3 times before sinking into the water.
This is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was at the beach.
Me neither. Going with friends is way different than going with family. I don't have to babysit anyone here.
Well, that's because we were all too busy babysitting you. Kosei chuckles.
Please, if anyone here needs looking after, it'll be Mina.
We glance over to see Mina trying and failing to stack a bucket of sand. Her face collects into a small pout as she angrily shoves more sand into her bucket. I sigh. Yeah, sometimes I wonder about her. He doesn't respond, but I notice that his gaze lingers on her just a little too long and a soft smile forms on his lips. We can stop looking after her now. Kosei jolts back to the present.
I didn't... I wasn't looking at Mina.
Uh-huh. Although they try to be sneaky, I observe that Kosei and Mina have been spending a lot more time together than usual. I don't know what's officially going on between them, but it's starting to become obvious there's something. Yeah, the second option, I think. It's more of a, yeah, if you're gonna make fun of with someone, always choose the second option. Yeah, either each of them each of the options is basically pushing him to get closer with Mina. So if you want to do it in a teasing manner. He gets embarrassed so easily. It'll be fun to tease him. Ooh, I think somebody has a crush.
No, I don't.
Who said anything about you? Kose freezes, then his face turns bright red. Kose and me are sitting in a tree, separately, so we don't see. I don't know how to chant this line actually. First comes hiding, then comes denying.
Hey, that's not true.
Then comes coming clean to your best friend who already knows because he's super smart and thinks it's great because he's very kind and handsome. Kose blinks and I burst out laughing. After a moment, he breaks into a grin and gives me a brotherly punch on the shoulder.
Are you a 6-year-old? Seriously?
I whistle the rest of the tune.
Real mature, bro.
Kose smirks and then laughs. After a moment, he reaches for another stone.
I bet I can skip this rock further than you can.
You wish. We skip stones until we hear the group call out to us. Once everyone has returned, we clean up our area and collect our things. Then we head back to the house. I help put everything away and then wash up. After putting on some fresh clothes, I mask a yawn and head out into the living room. It's still early in the evening, but I'm exhausted. Everyone else must be feeling the same way because the living room is empty. As soon as I crawl into the plush, soft blankets, I drift off into a deep sleep. The next morning, a delectable smell of baked goods entices me awake. Uncle Hajime must be baking again. Well, obviously not, because we're not at home. But yeah, I'll just continue this in the next episode. So, well, if you guys like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content that I would publish for you guys. It really helps to support this channel. So yeah, before I end, I'm just gonna apologize for my poor commentary for today. It's been a really long day. I just started my semester and yeah, my first class and yeah. So I'll just see you guys in the next episode of Ethereal Enigma. You are watching Javelin's Studio. My name is Javelin, and I will meet you guys, well, I already said it, in the next episode of Ethereal Enigma. Stay safe at home. Have a great day. Goodbye.